Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, I'd now like to invite on stage Mr. Subramaniam, Managing Director of Saint-Gobain India Gyprock Business, to please come on stage and present the closing remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Subramaniam.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long day, but I think it's been a day extremely well spent, because I think we have deliberated on a topic which is of extremely high significance globally, with a panel of speakers of international acclaim. And I think that has made the day well worth it. So as Ambassador Ziegler said, we have no choice on the subject of sustainability. And we do not have a planet B. And therefore, the time for action is now. He alluded to the Paris Agreement on Environment, and he called it historical, which is indeed the case, because I think this is the first time globally so many countries have come together, including India, to sign on an intent which looks positive going forward. Special Secretary Shri Rashmi, he talked about the fact that in the past, the sustainability and cost were looked at as two sides of the coin which could not all come together. But he sees that over time, industry has modulated its behavior. And today, what we are going through is a very good example of how people have understood that green need not be a punishing initiative. It can be a smart initiative and something which makes a very strong commercial case, even as it does good for the society and for the environment. Mr. Mahajan reminded us that things like the Make in India program have been part of the Saint-Gobain thinking 20 years ago, since 20 years, and we are adopting some of these very core concepts of sustainability and green in the way we manufacture, produce, design products in this company, in Saint-Gobain. And he also told us the rationale for why we are here as one of the sponsors of this event, and why we have tied up with Economic Times on this particular subject. Because as he says, this is the centerpiece of our strategy. Sustainability is something we very deeply care for, and particularly bringing in buildings and living spaces which are comfortable and sustainable is a priority for the group, not only in the world but also equally so in India. So it's been an amazing day. I have a lot of people to thank. I would start by thanking Mr. Ivan Ban. I think, as they say, a picture speaks 1,000 words. I think we got a very good insight into parts of the world. I'm not sure many people have had the opportunity to visit. Thank you for that. I would also like to thank all the people who have put in their entries for the awards. And this time, as Mr. Mahajan also talked about, the number of entries has trebled compared to the first event, and we had about 334 entries. So it's been an overwhelming response. Also shows that I think directionally we are headed in the right direction. So thanks a lot for all the entries. Thanks a lot to the jury, particularly for the diligence and the objectivity. And I think they went through a harrowing time, but fortunately they could come up with a set of winners. Congratulations to the winners, to all those who have got commendations today. We've also taken some feedback from all the participants, and we've had a great audience today. A lot of feedback has come, and I think that feedback will help us to improve the way we conduct some of these programs. I think your passion and the fact that our objectives are aligned will certainly go a long way in promoting this concept year after year, and making sure that we are able to include more and more people and bring out much better quality of work, so that India becomes a benchmark in the way sustainability movement is going forward in this country. As Saint-Gobain, we are very happy to play a small role in that journey. Thank you.